Welcome back to 107.6 America Radio, and today, March 25th, 1765, our topic is the Stamp Act. So let's get to it. In passing the Sugar Act, Parliament indicated that the stamp tax could be next. Commonly used in Britain with great success, stamp taxes were applied to documents, paper goods, and similar items. The tax is collected when you buy an effective item. Twice before this, the stamp tax has been considered for many colonies. Even though he was clear Parliament had the right to tax colonies, Grenville met with colonists in London, including Benjamin Franklin, in February 1765. In the meeting, Grenville went ahead and the Stamp Act of 1765 was passed on March 22nd of November. We interviewed a few citizens, and this is what they had to say. Yes, I am very disappointed that there are going to be more taxes, because as we know it, there are already lots of taxes to pay for. And being a citizen of Boston, I think I speak out for the rest of us when I say we do not need any more taxes. As Grenville began to appoint stamp agents to collect the taxes, oppositions in America began to grow. Colonial leaders were particularly concerned that the stamp tax was the first internal tax to be levied on the colonies. Also, the act stated that offenders would be tried in military courts. This was seen as an attempt by Parliament to lessen the power of the colonial courts. The most important issue, though, was the Stamp Act was a form of taxation without representation. The issue was complicated more by the fact that the colonists were elected by their own legislatures. As a result, it was their belief that consent for taxes needed to come from them, not Parliament. While leaders were pressuring Parliament through formal meetings, violent protests occurred throughout the colonies. In several cities, mobs attacked the stamp distributors' houses and businesses, as well as those of the government officials. These groups were communicated, and loose network was in place by the end of the 1765. Led by upper and middle class people, the Sons of Liberty worked to organize and direct the anger of the working classes. In October 1765, Lord Rockingham, who replaced Grenville, learned of the mob violence that was sweeping across the colonies. Pressure built from both of those who did not wish Parliament to back down and those whose businesses were suffering due to the colonial protests. Rockingham invited Benjamin Franklin to speak before Parliament for the second time. In his remarks, Franklin stated that the colonies were largely opposed to internal taxes, but would accept external taxes. After much debate, Parliament agreed to end the Stamp Act with the condition that the Declaratory Act be passed. This act stated that Parliament had the right to make laws for the colonies in all matters. The Stamp Act was officially ended on March 18, 1766, and the Declaratory Act passed the same day. And that's a little bit about the Stamp Act for you, and I guess that's it for today. We'll see you next time. This is 107.5 America Radio, tuning out. Thank you.